Life is not a sprint. Life is a marathon. And when you're running a marathon, you can't go full blast. You got to hold yourself back, reserve your energy, because I'm trying to go the distance. There's a difference of when you need speed and when you're trying to endure distance. And pace is the key. One day, I'm going to write about it and talk about the pace of life and the problems of life and the pains of life, because all of them will shift your perspective. And they help us to be able to grow so that you know what to do in which season and what to do in order to be able to endure to the end. Because you're not designed to just burn brightly, but not burn long. When you want longevity, you've got to pace yourself for the journey. And so sometimes when God puts you in solitude, it is just about resetting your pace. So you have to learn the pace of life. That's a maturity issue that happens. Number 5, solitude brings clarity of who belongs in the next chapter of your life. Because when God is bringing you out of some things, when you've just gone through a season, not everybody belongs in the next chapter. You know, there are some characters that die in the chapters of your 40s or your 50s or your 60s. And they will die in those chapters. And in the solitude of your reflecting, because reflection is a gift, reflection turns experience into insight. And so when I'm learning and gaining perspective from reflection, I need to think about who was slowing me down, who had me as a distraction to my God-given purpose, and who facilitated me so that I will know the characters that belong in my next chapter. It is solitude that helps you to reevaluate that. Here's number 6. Solitude isn't punishment, it's preparation. Because when you return with purpose, you return with power, and you return with perspective. You return with purpose, power, and perspective. It's not punishment, it is perspective. You will gain perspective through that preparation. Number 7, solitude refocuses your attention back on God as your source. So you can sometimes start thinking that, you know, it was because I was so smart, because I had all of my ducks in the row, I dotted all of my I's, I crossed all of my T's, and I did everything properly the way that I was supposed to so that I could move up through the channels of promotion. No. God wants to refocus your attention back on God as your source. And let me just tell you this. I've had to say this to several